What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to This Week in Dago Sports, high school edition, part of the Dago Sports Show. I'm joined by Michael Clark out of Kearny High School, K-Hop, Kearny Komets, junior middle linebacker. Thank you for your time, Michael.
Yep, thank you for having me.
So you guys beat Southwest Raiders last Friday, 14-0. Big defensive performance on your part. You led the team with 7 tackles. You had an interception, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Talk to us about that defensive performance to pitch that shutout.
Yeah, for sure. We were just locked in all practice. We really didn't do our best, like practice leading up to the game, but we knew we definitely had a chance of beating them. And exactly what we did. We executed. We made some big plays. Like one of my buddies, Chauncey Venero, he got him a pick six, took it all the way to the crib. That's what really led the momentum. After that pick six, everybody brought their momentum in. We really shut them down. They didn't really get into like scoring zone until one drive. They brought it all the way down the field. We was at the 1 yard line, and everybody was there. First down, 1 yard line. They need a yard to score, and then that's I was like, I knew I had to step up. So that's when I got to the backfield, made a forced fumble recovery, and everybody got hyped. The motivation went up. Our offense came out, did our thing. They scored that drive, and we just kept them down. Just kept that motivation, and yeah.
So after that pick six, that turning point, they were driving down the score to tie the game, and you made that big defensive play, forced the fumble, recovered it, offense got it, took it down, and extended the lead.
Yes,
impressive.
Sir. Because that touchdown could have led to anything. Like you never know. Like that definitely would have probably killed our spirit. Game could have been a whole different ball game.
But you as a junior and the leader, middle linebacker, that's the alpha dog of the defense, being a middle linebacker. You set the tone and you put the defense and your team and I say, I'm going to make a play. And that's exactly what you did. Impressive, young man. What is some of the preparation that you do getting ready for your game? So each week to get ready for that game, let's talk about specifically that game last week against Southwest High School. What was your preparation during the week to prepare for that game?
Obviously, night before, stayed up, watching film. Didn't stay up too late because, I need my energy, but definitely I was watching film, seeing like key things that I could see to stop this team. Cause I know like they have like probabilities, like, who's going to win. And our probability was pretty low. Like they thought Southwest was going to beat us, but we knew definitely going into the game, we knew it was a beatable team. We just played our things. Each of us did our keys, just stayed hydrated, watched film, did my stuff, make sure, I was doing good in school, obviously school first. And, about time of the game, I was just ready.
There it is. And let's talk about the, being a Kearny Comet, and because Kearny, is a legendary high school throughout the, the Pantheon of high schools football in San Diego. They call it the K-Hop. So what's the culture like from a football perspective on and off the field for you guys? How do you build that chemistry being part of Kearny football program?
Man, we're really like a family, This is the closest I ever felt I've been with a football team. Definitely our coaches brought us together, like previous schools, like I didn't really feel welcome at these schools, like because I had been to 3 high schools before I came to Kearny, and I just couldn't find my home. Like, and first day at Kearny, I was very accepted. Everybody accepted me. Like I just felt a special connection. A lot of these guys on the football team are friends outside of school. So like a couple, like my closest friends are on the football team, like Casey. Like that's one of my closest friends. We kick it every time after school. We keep that connection up, and I have very high connection with my coaches. Actually, I'm at my coach's house right now doing this interview.
Okay. You want to shout out your coach? Go ahead, shout out your coach.
Coach Les, come say hi.
Okay, let's shout out to
the middle linebacker coach. He's my personal coach. It's my guy.
Okay, let's give Coach some shine right now during your segment. What's going on, Coach? Thank you. Hey, I'm great, Coach. Just want to give this young man a well-deserved spotlight on this platform to talk about his performance from the team and collectively, for the season up to this point. So thank you for allowing him to do that.
Yeah, man. No, his play you don't get it from his looks. So he's got to get it from his
Right on. Well, salute, Coach. Thank you. Much love. Okay. All right. Okay, and Michael, so you touched on the chemistry. You feel like you mentioned some of your teammates. So which one of your teammates or teammates, plural, that you feel deserves more recognition that doesn't get it?
So let me see. There's a lot of us. So I really got to dig deep to that question, but there's definitely some young guys like Chauncey Venero, dog, like I said, pick six is his first year on varsity. He's balling out. He's doing his best. Before me, like first Mission Bay game and Monte Vista, going into Monte Vista, he actually had more tackles than me. I'll give it to him. He was leading our
Okay.
school in tackles, but that didn't last for long. But he was doing his thing. So definitely
Okay.
Chauncey, Casey Jones, like, DBs don't really get enough credit. You know what I'm saying? Like them DBs they be doing their things. And Casey's one of them. He's a dog. He don't really get a lot of looks because we're in like a D5 football team. They don't do a lot of passing, you know what I'm saying? But every time, and Johnny Rivera, he also went to Madison. Johnny Rivera showed like great improvement. Like he's lockdown corner. Javon Peterson, like, went to Madison. There's just a bunch of guys I can name. Javon Peterson, dog. He always been a dog, He has, injuries. It happens. So it's the arts, fruits of football. So I feel like he deserves a shine. Makai Nguyen, I could just shout out them all day. Kai Nguyen,
Go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
dog.
Keep it going.
Jalen Hill, dog. And obviously my nose guard, Oscar Nunez, he's the one who gets me a lot of tackles. He's a dog. We have just a bunch of players on our team, I just love these guys to death. You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Bunch of guys.
I love that. What jersey number do you wear for football?
I know we're number 4.
And what is the purpose or the reason for choosing number 4, or was it just because that was available, or is there a rhyme or reason?
It was definitely for a reason. Actually, his kid name is Josiah Everett. He went to Kearny, Madison too. I don't know if you know Josiah Everett.
Yes.
Like I was really close to him. He's like a brother to me, and his dad passed away, and he went to Kearny. He wore number 4, and
so in honor of your friend's father, who may he rest in peace.
Before he passed away, like before I went to Kearny and everything, I was telling him, I was letting him know I'm going to Kearny. He was like, he wanted me to wear number 4 for him, so I was like, for sure, like I'm gonna do it for you, like. And he ended up passing away, so I'm glad I came up with the decision to choose number 4.
And may God rest his soul. And that's a very remarkable thing to honor him before all this happened. And now that you're wearing it in his memory and achieving a high level of success, it's, I got to salute you with that, young man. Amazing answer. Another thing I wanted to touch base, to talk with you about, tough road game tomorrow against Morris. You're going into the Tiger Den. What is the preparation for your team? You guys coming off a big shutout victory, but you're going into, a tough place to play. What are you guys doing to worry about yourselves to get ready for this game on Friday?
Well, we're preparing the same way we'll prepare against any team. We treat the teams that we would like, we treat teams the same. Basically, teams that we know we can beat, we're going to treat them like they're Mission Bay, one of the best teams we play. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same preparation going into Moores. They definitely have some dogs out there. Superior, he's definitely a dog. It's my guy too. I know a couple guys at Moores. I went there freshman year, but yeah, I got a couple of friends out there, and I know like their abilities, and I know it's gonna be a tough game. So definitely, we just gotta stay locked in. All practices we do stay locked in, and we gotta keep that momentum going into the game. Do it our best. We gotta be a mistake-free team. Make one mistake and they can turn that into a big gain. It could be change of the direction of the game. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely just gotta, and as a football, like as a captain, like we just gotta lead our team. Like I just gotta lead my team, and I'm just gonna be that captain for them as much as I can.
I'm very impressed with your answers, Michael. 2 more quick questions. I like to end it on some positive, fun vibe. So what is one thing that for anyone that's watching this that you want them to know about Michael Clark that they may not know or suspect that you would do or like? What's something about you that's off the cuff or a guilty pleasure that you like, that you want to share?
Yeah, I mean, definitely if I didn't play football, I would definitely be in that band because I know how to play I know how to play 5 different instruments. I know how to play trumpet, trombone, saxophone, piano, and guitar. I just started learning how to play the guitar, and also I know how to play saxophone. I know how to play 6 instruments. So I'll definitely be in that band. I love music. So
there it is.
Football, I'll be out there with a trumpet. So
I'm very impressed. You're the first person that plays multiple instruments as well as playing football. So great job. Last question. Who's your favorite football team and why? NFL team.
To be honest, it was the Chargers,
San Diego Chargers. That's what it was, the San Diego Chargers, right?
It was the San Diego Chargers. Like, obviously, that's home, but
yeah,
like they left. I was young, so I can, what I'm saying? They left.
We're here.
So
we're here.
I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm still a Chargers fan. They're still in my heart, but I was young.
The same.
I was like 6 or 7. I was young, so I picked up a team. I went with the Falcons. I ain't gonna lie, it's not a bandwagon. They suck. Don't get me wrong, they suck. But I just liked their colors when I was young, and I loved Julio Jones. He was my favorite player. So I just rode the Falcons. I rode them ever since. I'm not on a bandwagon. I'm not gonna switch up. I'm saying?
There it is. Well, hey, Michael Clark, football fans, if you don't know Michael Clark from K-Hop, Kearny Komets, you better ask somebody. Middle linebacker, junior. So you got another year and a half still left to play this football. Best of luck on your game tomorrow. Best of luck the rest of the season. Very impressed, young man, with this segment. Thank you for your time. You did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Everybody, Michael Clark, Kearny High School, K-Hop. Better ask somebody.
Yeah.
All right.